Today is May 24th. I am standing out in a field that has yet to be planted yet. This field is going to be planted in corn, hopefully in the next week to 10 days. We've had a wet spell of weather with about 3 inches over the past week. And so we've gotten a little bit of break here, 2/3 of the way through planting season. I wanted to show today just a quick and simple way to gauge your soil health and to gauge the value of your cover crop. So what I will be doing today, I have taken a soil sample and I will be sending this off and having a Haney test run on it. To take the soil sample, the easiest and best way is if you have a soil probe to walk around and just get a good representative area, about 10 cores, mix the cores together and put them in a bag. If you don't have a probe, you can also use a furrow slice method using a small spade, which is what I did because I forgot my soil probe. Along with this soil sample, I will be sending off a small square of my cover crop above ground biomass and be getting back results as far as what that biomass is made up of. You know, so your macronutrients and even some micronutrients. And what this will allow me to do between the Haney test on the soil and the nutrient analysis from the cover crop biomass, I will be able to get a good idea what I can credit, especially nitrogen wise, towards my corn crop that I'm going to be growing out here. And in a year like this, even 10 pounds, if I can credit 10 pounds, that is a big cost savings with the price of fertilizer. The first thing you want to do when you're going to take your cover crop sample is to mark off a square area. This is I've marked off as a 3x3 square. That was the recommended size for the lab that I will be sending this sample off to. You just want to make sure that whatever size you use, you can use I've used a 1x1 before, a 2x2. I mean, you can do whatever size square you want depending on how thick or thin your biomass is, because you want to have a pretty good amount of biomass to be able to send off. But you want to make sure you know what that size is so that later you can scale that back up to a pounds per acre reading. So you just want to make sure you know what your square feet is of your sample so that you can do that later on. And so like I said, I've got my 3x3 square here. And what I'm going to do, I've got this trash bag, which I'm going to put all of this in to send off, and hopefully it'll hold it all. I think it will. This isn't just super thick right here. I looked at a satellite image map of an NDVI map, and I chose an area that I figured to be about average for this field. And this field is about average as far as when it was planted, the size of the cover crop for all of my farms, so I figure it will give me the most representative sample. What you're going to do next is we're going to clip all of this off inside of this square right at the ground level, and we're going to do this for the whole area until we've got it picked clean. Even if you have any everything, weeds, so like this bluegrass here, take everything. You're just going to bunch it up and put it in your bag to send off. So I'm going to get to work and show you what it looks like after I'm done. And I've gotten all of my biomass trimmed off and put in the bag. I'm actually surprised as to how much it ended up being. Wow, the cover crop really didn't look that thick. It had more there than I really thought there was. The one thing, after you have your samples taken, both the cover crop and the soil sample, you'll want to make sure to keep those samples in a cool place until you can get them sent off. That way, to lessen the degradation of the cover crop biomass and to preserve any microbial activity in the soil. I will get these sent off tomorrow morning, and I will be back with the results so you can see what it looks like. Thank you.